The 2008 Calder Cup winning Chicago Wolves team was a formidable opponent on the ice, and it was also way ahead of its time when it came to cultivating the mustache.
There's something of a tradition in pro hockey that when the playoffs come around, everybody seems to want to grow a beard. But the Rockford IceHogs entering this game in the driver's seat, the Wolves are not. What's going on with this group?
It's a new look. It's a mustache look, trying to change the way they changed their dressing rooms around. They did everything. And there is Joel Kwiatkowski. I think they all look like Frenchmen, Pat. But they certainly do need something different. We talked about last game, you have to be at your best. If you're an athlete in any sport and you face elimination, you must step up to the plate.
Before they found the power of the stash, they had to suffer from defeat. They were nearly eliminated from 2008 playoff contention by the Rockford IceHogs.
And in doing so, grab command of the series at skirmish now at the final horn.
Playoff beard. I'm looking at my picture, and that's the year.
Rockford.
But in Rockford, things weren't going so well until that power play got clicking. But the mustache rally.
Oh wait, we were pretty darn good. I don't know that anybody was going to beat us. I mean, we had a little hitch in the giddy up there for a little bit against Rockford, and then the mustache turned it around.
It was the nose neighbor that would make all the difference for the team.
But there's four guys back around the box. It's very difficult to get pucks through. You can see that's why they're not shooting.
Here's Sterling taking it away into the blue paint. Krog, he scores! Jason Krog, after Crawford, for the second time in the game, had trouble handling the puck. And the Wolves make him pay. It's 1-1. Kwiatkowski gave it to Krog. Krog looks, the extra attacker's on. Here's Kwiatkowski, scored! And Crawford never saw it. A lot of traffic in front of Corey Crawford, and Kwiatkowski blew it by him to the glove. It's 2-1 Wolves. Wolves winger, here's Oystrick blast up off the glass. Fahey picked it up. Nathan Oystrick moves forward. Down low to Schultz. Ladowny's back door. There's Oystrick, he scored! Nathan Oystrick, a blast! And the Wolves on the power play before the first penalty expired have a 3-1 lead. A good save by Crawford. Krog again. And Little's in front of the net. Krog waiting, walking to Haydar. A drive, good pass, and Krog, he scores! Jason Krog's second goal, third point of the period. And the Wolves with 4 power play goals in period 2.
We get down 3-2 against Rockford, and
Going back to their building.
and Colin Stewart comes out with this cheesy mustache, shaved his beard off, comes out with a mustache, and in our dressing room, like the bathroom with the sinks and everything in here, and he walks out, and the guys were dying, and all of a sudden, everyone goes, "We're in." Enough with the beards. We're down 3-2. We're in for the stashes. We're wearing stashes. So, coaches, everyone did it. Everyone made the thing. Here's the scary part: you can walk around with a beard, and no one really notices. But you walk around with a cheesy mustache.
Phony cheesy mustache.
Hey, you know what? As a group, it's cool. So it brought the group. So make guys go out together, because you walk around with a cheesy mustache by yourself, people are looking at you going, "Oh my God, look at that!" But I mean, as a group, and I still remember we were in Rockford, and like 2 guys were across the street, and the rest of us were across. We got across. We're playing Frogger with cars, I think, and we're across the other side of the street. And it was Joel Kwiatkowski, and this car pulled by, going, "Hey, sick mustache!" And they're yelling stuff at it. Hey, like they're yelling stuff. But we'd walk in places, people go, "Hey, sick stash!" But it was a collective group, and when we walked in an area as a group going to dinner or whatever, it was like the guys were like, everyone just stopped and going, "Hey, sick group, unbelievable stash." It was like a rally thing, and I remember, in hindsight, hearing stories from the Rockford people when they came out for warm-up and saw us in warm-up, all like our team. I say us as a team because we were coaches, but the players skating around in warm-up with a stash, they were like, that deflated Rockford. Like they were like, "Oh my God, these guys they're ready to go, and they're that bonded that they'll walk around looking that dumb," because everyone did different ones. Like we had some guys that had like turned up. Some of the guys,
Joey Crab in the paint.
Joey Crab is as white as this table hair. Darkened his mustache. He took color and colored his mustache dark.
Welcome back early in the first period. Rockford out to a 1-0 lead here in Game 6 over the Chicago Wolves. By now, most of the fans have had a chance to notice all the mustachioed men for the Chicago Wolves. It's Mustache Rally 2008. It was started by that man, Colin Stewart. Stewart shaving it off yesterday to try and get something going. When he told his girlfriend that he had done it, she said, "You did what?" And just because of that, she's going to tune in. Joey Crabb said to darken his, he used a little Just for Men. Brian Little with a little chops added with a trucker head on. Most of the guys said he looks a little bit scary.
I mean, it really intimidated the Rockford guys. You could see their faces during warm-up. They're like, oh my God, look at these guys. They're whacked. And we rolled over. And we rolled those guys over and we beat them. And we went on to the finals against Wilkes-Barre and Calder Cup.
There was one guy in the building who was all business, failing to notice the team's universal mouth brow.
Did you know ahead of time, or did you just see it on ice? What was your reaction when you saw him on ice with a bunch of stashes?
I didn't think about it.
Really?
I thought it down 3-2. Trust me, I'm not like the soft cuddly. I was like, we're gonna win this damn game.
Well, we hadn't won in 4 years, and I think Don was getting a little antsy.
I thought after the end of the game, they won the game, I had to win the next game. After that, I figured out they had mustaches. Trust me, I didn't notice it.
That's hilarious.
No, it's not hilarious. It's not hilarious at all. Being down 3-2 is not funny.
But for all the laughs, it sent a message. The right one.
I didn't think too much of it. Actually, I think at the time I was like, well, are we really concentrating on shaving our beards before this biggest game of the series? But at the same time, it was good. It kind of, it got us unfocused, so to speak, a little bit on the game and just kind of lighthearted before our biggest game of the season. So I think it really went a long way to helping us kind of relax a little bit. And obviously with my big mustache, people were laughing a little bit. So it was good. It was lighthearted, and I think it was the right thing to do. And I'm not sure exactly who takes credit for that. But regardless, I think it was part of why we won.
If winning the 0-2 in the AHL was sweet, winning that series was a delicacy. I wanted so badly to win that series, and I'm glad we did. And the fact that they did come out and kind of didn't take themselves so seriously, they didn't come out like victims. It's like, oh, we're down. No, we're in the process of a rally is all we are.
The Wolves would go on to defeat Rockford in a thrilling comeback to advance to the finals, and they would eventually hoist the Calder Cup for the second time in franchise history. Tune in next time as Daring Greatly continues to chart the history of the Chicago Wolves in this exclusive docu-series.